Okay, hi guys. I've just filmed my natural hair journey video, and I thought I'd take the time to film another one. So sorry about the same look, same outfit. Not gonna lie, literally just filmed another video. So but I did get ready just for this video. I've been inside all day, so it's quite sad already. Okay, so the mixed girl tag, I don't know if I don't think I've been tagged by anyone, but I've mentioned that I'm gonna do it, and I've seen it in loads of other vloggers videos. So I'm just looking now at the Curly Cockney as she's called on YouTube. Sorry girl, I don't know your real name, but yeah, check her out as well. I'm just looking at her questions. So the first question is, what are you mixed with? And I'm mixed with Swedish. My mom is Swedish white, and my dad is British, but he's both his parents are Nigerian, so I don't know, like British Nigerian, I guess. What ethnicity have you often been mistaken for? I don't think there's one. There was only one guy told me Brazilian, but I think Brazilian people, they look like they've got completely different look. Like some are really dark, some are light skinned, so I'm not really sure where that came from. But obviously that could be, but I mean, I don't look specific. I don't think Brazilians have a specific look. Yeah, no, not to be honest. Most people in London, they just say like, oh, everyone knows I'm mixed. So I guess people can tell I'm mixed, but quite a few people would guess Nigerian, so I guess I look like what I am. Is your hair curly or straight? So my hair is bone straight, as you can see. Only got my white side's hair. No, I'm joking, obviously it's not straight. You can see my hair right now, so it's not. Question number 4 was coming, sorry, let me just read it. Was coming from different backgrounds challenging growing up? Yeah, it was, because I only grew up with my white side, so obviously, and as I said in my previous video, my natural hair journey video, sorry, like I grew up in a place in Sweden where there was like only white people, so I'm actually, in my videos now, I'm only listening to like what's it called, like UK music from the UK, because I just don't want to get like copyrighted. Like, you know, if you've got a song, like a normal song, and they tell you, like, they take your video down because you haven't got the copyright for it, so I don't want that to happen. So yeah, okay, was coming from different backgrounds. So yeah, it was, because I only grew up with a white side, I only knew white people. To be honest, there was a point like I don't think I'd even seen a black person like all my life. I hadn't. And I remember there was a time when I said to my mom, like, this is really awful, but obviously like I was a child, and I said there was 2 things. One thing I remember saying and thinking was like, if I wasn't black myself, obviously I'm mixed, but I don't know, that's a whole different debate if I'm black or mixed, or if I can call myself black. But anyway, so if I wasn't black myself, like, would I be racist? Which is a horrible thing to think when you're a child, but that's just, I was just confused, and I didn't know any black people. And then I also remember thinking and saying to my mom, like, I think all black people look the same. Which is funny, because that's so incorrect. I completely do not think that now. Is more the opposite, to be honest. I think like other ethnicities and skin colours look the same more so than black people, but I guess it's just what you're used to being around. And at that point, this is when I was really young, like maybe younger than 10 years old, so I hadn't really been around any black people, to be honest, which is really sad, but I hadn't, because at that point I hadn't even seen like my black side of the family. So yeah. Which backgrounds do you embrace the most? So if you say white versus black, obviously it's the black side, but just like culture wise, when I grew up in Sweden, like I didn't grow up in like a specifically Swedish household anyway, even though my mom is Swedish, but she's not very like traditional, so I can't really relate that much to Swedish culture. I never even, like, my mom didn't embrace it when I was growing up either, even though she's Swedish herself. So I try to embrace the Swedish side a bit. I do what I can. I have a Swedish speaking job, but I've always utilised that. I like Swedish food, not food, but like Swedish sweets and stuff and cakes. And I like my Swedish sister, that's about it. And in terms of my Nigerian side, obviously like my dad is British born, so he's not Nigerian in that sense, but both his parents are Nigerian, so ethnicity wise he's fully Nigerian. And I wasn't really close to I couldn't really relate to Nigerian culture or anything like that before, up until a few months ago in April, when I had a chance to actually go to Nigeria. Let me just make sure I'm filming. Yeah, for the first time, which was really, really exciting, and I loved it. And yeah, I think obviously as I grow older, like I've done more research and what I've seen in Nigeria, so I understand the culture a bit more. Yeah, so as I said, my mom is not really Swedish, traditional Swedish. None of my dad is not traditionally Nigerian because he's British born, so there's only so much I can embrace the cultures, but I try to. Have you ever been teased for being different? I mean, yeah, because where I grew up it was really racist, so just for being the only black person and having my hair was different, my nose was different, yeah, I was made fun of a lot. Have you ever been ashamed of being multiracial? No, I haven't specifically, but just, as I said, when I grew up, it was as if I was black because everyone else was white, so I was the black person. So just that I didn't like when I was young, but obviously now I love it. I love being black, I love being mixed, I love being white. It's, it's alright, I love all of it. Do you feel that being mixed has its benefits? Okay, this is an interesting question, because obviously in Sweden anyone who's not white is just black, so the term mixed, I didn't even call myself that. I didn't think about that when I was younger, but obviously when I moved to London, being mixed is quite common here, and people would even, they can just tell I'm mixed as well. So if it's, what's the question? If it has its benefits, no, but I mean people are more accepting of it here in London, so it definitely doesn't have any like disadvantages, I think, except for one, and it's the whole question of if you're mixed, are you can you call yourself black? And I think that's interesting because I actually have a lot of black friends who say no, but I know a lot of people say yes as well, like, of course you're black, look at your skin colour. I have one black friend actually who said, of course you're black, look at your skin colour, look at your hair. And to be honest, personally, that's how I feel, and it's the way I get treated as well from other people. For me to have experienced so much racism and to not say I'm black, that doesn't really seem fair to me, but I don't really care personally what anyone else thinks, because it's just about how I feel. And yeah, of course some people say I'm absolutely not black because I'm mixed with white, which, fair enough, you can think that. But also one more thing, like, if you're white, you're like just white. If you're black, you're just black. But if you're mixed, you can't really say that I'm just mixed, because there's so many different mixes. So that's basically saying, like, just because I'm mixed, I would be the same as someone who's like, well, let's even say like Ghanaian and Polish, which is a really random mix. I mean, I'm not the same as a Ghanaian and Polish person just because I'm mixed, but we would both be called mixed. Where I was going with this, I have no idea, but I'm just saying, what makes multiracial a beautiful thing? Yeah, no, I think it's just that you get to, or you might get to experience at least two different cultures, and you might have oh, I need to put this on shuffle. Yeah, you know, you can experience two different cultures at least. You might, if you're lucky, you've got a whole big family on one side, and then a whole big, like, let's say a whole big Swedish family, whole big Nigerian family. I don't really have that, but at least I get to see the two different sides a bit, which is really good, is really nice, and I'm really happy to have that. And any advice to someone who struggles with their multiracial multiracial identity? Yeah, I do, but I forgot. I was gonna say. No, I was just gonna say, like, it's not up to anyone else to define you. You know, if you think you're black, you're black. If you feel more just mixed, you're mixed. If you feel more white, yeah, you might not be able to get away with that one because you're not gonna look white, most likely. But if you feel white, you feel white. That's up to you as well. And I would say try to embrace both sides and not shut one side out, which I'm aware, like, I tend to do that with my Swedish side, but I try not to do it. Because, you know, you've got the best of both worlds, you might as well embrace it. It's not a thing where you're less of anything, you're just twice as much, because you've got two completely different sides. I guess, you know, if you feel like you can't, what was I gonna say? I mean, maybe if you're young, you might wanna, you know, you might have a role model or something, some YouTuber or something who's mixed. If there's not, like, for instance, when I was growing up, I didn't know anyone who was mixed. I didn't know anyone who was black. But these days, obviously, you can see, I mean, you can follow people on social media, you can watch YouTubers. I think it's more, even though you live in a place where it's not very multicultural, you still get, you still see other people like yourself. So I think that's a good thing. Any other advice? No, that would be it. Okay, I'm just rambling, I'm sorry, but thanks for watching. Bye bye.